Hello my friends, my name is Chico Lopez, and today I'm gonna drink from this water and some coffee. We're gonna talk about some great things today. This video, and I apologize for you guys, I haven't made videos in some time. I keep getting the calls, I keep having the messages, people want to call me, make video, whatever. And then I had the guys that said, make it in Spanish, please make it in Spanish, and I will whenever I have a chance. Now, let's get into the topic. Very interesting, very important. You're a new person, you have a bully, you had a pit bull. You knew the pit bull was not a real pit bull because you bought it thinking it was a pit bull, but now you discovered that the dog really was not a pit bull. Why? Because you went to 123pitbulls.com, my page, or you came to this YouTube channel, or you went to Instagram at Real Chico Lopez, and you studied the breed, and you realized what you had was nothing but a street level backyard dog. All right? There is a danger out there for you guys, and I faced a similar danger back in 1993. I really did, but I had a really good intuition, and most people don't have this really great intuition where they can actually understand what's going on. You know, in this thing of the dogs, most of people are blind. Most people don't know anything about dogs. They have dogs for 20, 30 years, and believe it or not, when I give them seminars, and I'm giving a seminar, I have guys that stand up and say, I want to say something, Mr. Lopez. I want to tell you thank you. I've been in the dogs for 20 plus years, and today I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. There's guys that I can tell you, they don't know anything about dogs. They fed dogs, they took care of dogs, but they're really not understanding the breed only because of their merits, only because their achievements in the breed, only because of the quality of the animals they've been feeding. They've been settling for less. They never knew what was great. You know, they never knew what was great. And there's levels on these dogs. So as we go forward with this, let me have a little bit of my coffee. As we go forward with this, you must understand something, that when I got into the dogs, I was presented with different situations. And one of those situations was I was buying dogs from the very best people that was available at the time. I was a young man, I was very sharp, I did my homework. You know, I came from the racing car world, and that was great. I knew simple concepts in life. You know, when you race a car and you're running, for example, 6 seconds, and you want to break the 5-second barrier, you know, which will be 5.99, it takes thousands, hundreds of dollars, if not millions of dollars, to break this record, to make just a small advance. It costs a lot of money. And the person, usually when you talk to them, they sound very smart, they're very clever, they have paid the price, they have the experience, and they have the merits to show you they are the best. And those guys are the ones what we call the elite competitors. And those elite competitors are the ones that are up front and everything and keep breaking the records, which means that everyone else that race cars are not at that level. It's that simple. When it comes to the dogs, you're gonna find something that you must learn very quickly. It took me a few years for me to understand this basic concept. When I say a few years, I've got to be very honest with you, it took me more than a decade, okay? To understand this very simple concept. The dogmen come in levels, and the 99% of the people in the dogs are not real dogmen. This message is for all the people watching this video, and especially for those guys that are new to the breed. Most of the people that call themselves dogmen, they are fake. They are fake because they know they're fake, or they're fake because they're being misguided. Okay? Owning a dog does not make you a dogman. Owning a dog does not make you a dogman. All right? Having dogs for many years, 20, 30, 40, does not make you a dogman. That just makes you somebody that's very enthusiastic, some fancier, that love their breed very much, is dedicated, and has been working with dogs for a long, long time. But does not make you a dogman. So when it comes to these dogs, there are certain things that will make you a dogman. I also have news for you. We are in the year 2019. I study the field. If I was going to be new in the breed today, there are two major things. Number one, there is no field for you to develop yourself as a dogman. There is no such a thing. As a real dogman, there's no field, there's no opportunity, there's no chance for you to be a dogman. There's not, the culture changed, so that there's no room for it. And everything that you hear about dogmen today is fake. They are cheap dog fighters. They're not real dogmen. Most of them are cyber doggers. Most of them are going to be on forums, and they're going to be talking BS, having a lot of hate towards me, by the way. And people come and say, Mr. Lopez, you know, I can see that I go to your channels, and I see all the love that you get in your channels. I see the thousands and thousands of people that love you. I see how you help the breed. I see about your seminars. I see about, you know, when you judge shows. I see people that say you lift them up and you taught them about the dogs. They learn through you. I see your clients that are very happy. But then I go into these forums and I see people hate you. And I will tell you a little bit about that too. Okay, I really don't like to talk about haters because I believe the haters could be a blessing. You understand? And I explain to you here quickly how that becomes a blessing. It becomes a blessing because when someone walks into those forums, right, and they find 30 or 40 or 50 dogs talking about the same topic and negativity, they look at that, my name keeps popping. Many lies, many distort, you know, things and stuff like that. They come in and they say, I want to know who this Chico Lopez is. I want to know who this guy is. Why they hate him so much? Then they come in, they search me, they go into my channels, and they see the most beautiful dogs in the world. They really do. They see the most beautiful animals in the world. They see my clients happy. They see the comments. They see everything greatness, excellence. They go back into the groups and they see these mutts. They see these jokers. They see this garbage they have. And it's so funny because when they see this garbage, they come back and say, they stay quiet because most of the people actually don't post nothing. They're quiet, just watching. They look at this thing and says, these mutts haters, they hating this man because he's the real deal, because he's the very best of the best. And then they call me back and they say, I found you because some haters were promoting you in a forum. So thank you very much, haters. That's why I don't like to bang against haters, because haters are promoters for me. So now that I told a little secret, it shouldn't be much of a secret. I think they know it. But it's one of those things where, you know, you hate me and you just promote me. But what I want to talk about is, being a little serious about this, is the new people. The new guys that come in, they used to have a pit bull. They want to learn things. They're excited. They're the eager beaver. And they're walking to this swamp full of scumbags, full of criminals, full of pretenders, full of cyber doggers in the forums. And they see these pretenders, they're going to be big shots. And all of a sudden they get confused. They end up buying one dog or two dogs, cheap dogs. They don't represent what they want. And when they call me and they say, I'm glad I found you, it's a little bit too late. You're already contaminated. Your mind is already destroyed. You're not thinking straight. You became also part of the swamp. You became a scumbag yourself by trade. And I can't help you no more. That's why between 4 to 10 and sometimes even more people call me and they get declined every day. When somebody don't buy a dog from me on the phone, it's going to be mainly for one reason. They had the money to buy the dog, they get declined. They don't qualify. And you know, when they don't get qualified, they're upset. And it used to be 2 years ago that every breeder will call me on the phone and they get declined. They get upset. So when you see all these haters, because they're upset, they couldn't get a dog. And then they tell all the little friends to buy the dog. You understand that the pit bull is the dog of the cheap guy. You don't see many rich people having a pit bull. The pit bull is the dog of the swamp. It's the dog of the garbage guy. It's not the dog of a smart person. Because the pit bull that they see is the fake pit bull. The real pit bull is a very difficult animal to understand. It's actually the opposite of what society says. It's not the dog that goes biting people. It's not the dog that is walking with the hooligans outside in the street with the pants, you know, showing the crack of their ass and walking around, yeah, what's going on, homeboy, blah, 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 blah. That's not the pit bull, that's a fake dog. The pit bull can only survive in the hands of a smart man. One that actually understands the price that needs to be paid financially, and the process to create that animal. Okay? And it has been many years, folks, many years to create these great dogs. Today, look, I didn't sell dogs for a long, long time, over a decade. The world wasn't ready. I was not going to sell any dog to anybody, but a friend of mine told me that I should have. And it took me 5 years thinking about what he was saying, And the question that he told me was, will you sell a dog to Chico Lopez, the young man that started on the breed, if he approached you? And I started thinking, that young man bought dogs from a lot of good people and took those dogs and took them from great to good. Because good is the enemy of great. Good is the enemy of great. There's a book called like that. Go read it. In the sense, I talk very smart because I read books. So you need to read books. By the way, most books about the breed, they're really not that good. So I read books about other things. Books about millionaires and billionaires and people that are very smart. CEOs of companies. So From Good to Great by Jim Collins, he says that good is the enemy of great. You don't have a great house or a great car or a great dog because you settle for a good one. That's simple. So most people, when they call me, they already have some dog or some shape. And it's very hard for them to get rid of two things that are stopping them. Number one is going to be what they already know is totally trash, and what they already feed, which is also totally trash. Trash dogs, trash thinking. That stops them. When you get a brand new guy that's coming in, a doctor, an engineer, a professional, athletic man, and wants the best and he study the simple basics of marriage, because they know marriage, they're world champions. So if they're world champions, they understand that they want to buy dogs from the champion dogman. I am the champion dogman. They go and they say, I want to get these from the very best, okay? And they buy from me, easy and simple. They don't go to the swamp. But for all those people out there, this video is going to be a lesson for you to think a little better. To put in your head something and think about making those decisions. So make the decisions clearly. Don't waste your time into the swamp forums. They're always going to be haters. That person that's never done anything significant will never be hated. And the person that has done something significant and extraordinary is always going to find some critics and some scumbag haters. It just happens to be that when we come into the dogs, since it used to be a dark world, the scumbags are going to be like really elite level scumbags. You understand? The kind of people that will like anything. And they'll take your picture, they put a monkey in my face, they put lipstick on me, all kinds of stuff. I mean, you have to see the stuff these people do. They're really desperate. And when I see those things, it's like... So folks, it's really interesting when you come and see these things about the dogs. You must make the right decisions. You must make the right choices. And when it comes to dogs, there's one choice. There's one choice. There's only one choice. If you want greatness and excellence, there's only one choice for greatness and excellence. Only one choice. 4 times Dogman of the Year, 4 times Global Grand Champion Dogman of the Year, Dog of the Year, 26 champions, Grand Champions, raised to the married dogs. Things that were in the past, but they mine. I created them. They mine. In the past, they mine. That's my blood stock. Never had a man buyer, a dog that will go by people. The real standards of the American Pit Bull Terrier, the dogs are loving. And you know how I proved it? I proved it. I have it done. All my clients have these great dogs that they are happy with, and they are treating the dogs properly, raising them properly, and the dogs are great with them. So as long as the person is not a malicious person or have a second agenda, but you raise the dog properly, the dog is going to be a great animal. At the end of the day, they're only dogs, so you got to raise them properly. For instance, you have a dog, you teach him how to destroy a football or just a ball, and then you have this dog in a backyard, and some people are playing with a ball. This dog will go after the ball. People might get scared and try to, take this ball from the dog, it might be an accident. But that happens is a different topic. Responsible ownership is needed all the time anyway. Excuse the little fly that's going around here. We're in Brazil. It's not like in America. You know, no matter what you do, they always have flies coming around and stuff. Anyhow, guys, I want to tell you thank you very much. I'm going to make a few more videos today. They're going to be great. They're going to have a lot of information, and you guys are going to enjoy them. Share with your best friends. We're here to, I wouldn't say to preserve the breed. You know, too many people use the word preserve the breed and preserve nothing. Understand? We're here to take the real American Pit Bull Terrier, the very best of the American Pit Bull Terrier, and put him in the hands of the very best people. That's simple. I'm not complicated guy, I'm a very simple guy. Very best American Pit Bull Terriers into the hands of the very best men and women possible. People that are going to enjoy them as pets, they are going to enjoy them as family dogs, that are going to have this great emotional enhancement. A lot of people don't understand that there's a great emotional enhancement. You know, you can go to my page, all right, which is Emotional Support Puppies, all right? I'm building a page there in regards to that, and I'm building one I also call it Emotional Enhancement Dogs, and basically going to talk about, you know, these connections that are in the person, that are in the dog, and they connect together. You know, courage, being relentless, you know, never giving up, being durable. You know, these connections that connect the American Pit Bull Terrier with the owner. You can't have, you got a guy that wants, you know, you're looking for courage, you're looking for greatness, to be brave. You can only connect with a dog that has these connections, okay? You know, if you want to protect yourself and you want to have a poodle to protect you, and you feel emotional, you know, better because you with a poodle, and this make you feel like a regular human, then that's something else. That's something else. Of course, you can do that with my dog, but my dog will also give you a lot more than that. My dog will make you stronger because of the character. You need to study psychology, guys. You know, deep personality people, they're usually not afraid. The people that are going to be afraid are not going to be deep personality people. These dogs, by definition, they are picked up, they are selected by deep personality. They're straightforward. They want to get things done. They are so oriented to finish the job. They start the job, they'll finish the job. And that's the beauty of it. They start the job to be someone that loves you. They will continue doing that for the next 10, 15 years. Love you to life. No one is going to be more loyal to you than a dog from Chico Lopez. Not to mention something that keeps popping. People say, if I was going to buy a dog, I will appreciate the opportunity to get the dog from the biggest legend, the GOAT of the real American Pit Bull Terrier. There is such a thing called the GOAT. And Muhammad Ali used to say all the time, I'm the greatest. You know, and some people like, in the times, like, he's the greatest, let's go for him, he's the greatest. Of course he had his own haters back then, but the next generations understood that he was the greatest. I'm not afraid to say I'm the greatest because I earn it. Not afraid to say I'm the greatest because I can prove that I'm the greatest. You understand? And I'm not the only one saying it. There are book writers coming up with books right now that are saying it. They're comparing me to the great dogmen in the past, which I have great respect. And they're comparing their merits, my merits, numbers and stuff like that, and saying Chico by long shot is the greatest real dogman for the real American Pit Bull Terrier. Nothing else matters for me, folks. I don't care about anything else. If he's not the best, I don't want it. If you are the person that if he's not the best, you don't want it, then you can call me. My number is 281-226-0370. I appreciate you for watching this video. I have more videos coming up. We're going to put the very best dogs in the hands of the very best people. People with deep personality, people that are leaders, people that are trailblazers and want to have a great dog with you. You want to be a leader, you want to be the boss, you're going to have the right dog, my friend. You're going to have the right dog. For you youngsters out there, 13, 14, 15, 17 years old guys, when you grow up and you can actually afford to buy a good dog for yourself, you can support yourselves, support your life, prioritize and want to invest in yourselves, invest in the very best American Pit Bull Terrier dog you can find. I'm going to have a lot of gray hair, of course, more than now. You call me. My name is Chico Lopez, and I'm your friend. God bless you.